We all know that Scotty Scheffler is a phenomenal ball striker. When we watch his swing on TV or on videos, we kind of focus on what his legs are doing because he has that move in his lower half. But the one thing that I want you to notice, and this goes to you, the golfer that struggles to get their weight onto that left side, the one thing that Scotty does well is he gets the top of his backswing, and we all do this where our lead shoulder is lower than the trail shoulder. The one thing that Scotty Scheffler does very well, that lead shoulder stays lower than the trail shoulder for longer. And that's what's getting his weight onto the left side. That's what's enabling him to push down more, to feel more pressure on this lead side here. You'll even notice that when his hands, or let's say his left arm is horizontal to the ground, hands in line with the chest, even then the left shoulder is still lower than the right. So those of you that are struggling with this weight shift, getting onto that lead side, we need to do it. You've got to get your weight onto that front foot. If your weight hangs back, there's no power, there's no accuracy. You want to get more distance, you want to really compress the ball with a driver, you want to really launch it, you have to get your weight across. You cannot hang back. So get to the top of your backswing. You make sure that left shoulder stays lower than the right for a lot longer. You're going to be more on that left side. You're going to be compressing better with the irons, and you're going to be launching it better with your driver. So I've got this balance board here, but you know, if you think about when you used to ride in a skateboard, and you know how the front end could tilt down and the rear end would lift up, the tail end. Now when you get to the top of your backswing, this front end is going to be up in the air and the tail end is going to be down. So the back end is down. So you feel this tilt here. That's because our weight is favoring the right side. Now, if we wanted to get onto that left side and we're struggling to find a thought or a feeling, I want you to try this where you get to the top and then you push the front end down. Now, when I'm doing that, my left shoulder is staying lower than my right shoulder. Now my weight pressure is definitely moving down onto that left side. You get to the top of your swing, you're going to feel the front end is up in the air. Now, if I make my first move where I push the front end of that skateboard down and the tail end lifts, for me to do that, it's much easier when I keep the left shoulder lower than the right. Most golfers have the tendency to get onto this right side and then the left shoulder or the lead shoulder rises very early, causing a post up or an early extension and the weight hanging back. So not only is the ball striking terrible, but there's also no power behind it. So you get to the top of your swing and then you tilt the skateboard where the back end comes up. You can see that left shoulder is staying lower than the right for longer. I like to get my students to practice it this way. To take a pool noodle that's cut in half, right hand behind the back, trail hand behind the back, get to the top of the backswing, feel the front end of the board up in the air, and then the first move is to make sure that the front end goes down so the weight pressure shifts. And what's important is that this happens, that it's a first move that happens before the arm swing. So we're here, push down, and then it's the arm swing. And when it's done correctly, the left shoulder is staying lower than the right shoulder for longer. If that front end stays in the air for longer, this this lead shoulder lifts too soon. So when you're practicing, feel that move. Feel that move. Go 1, 2, and then hit it on 3. 2, 3. So it's being patient. Often we want to just throw the upper body at it because there's power in the upper body, there's no doubt. But we got to just delay it for that fraction of a second at the top of the backswing. And then enables the lower half to start the downswing. So it's the initial move here. onto that left side where the balance board or the imaginary skateboard front end tilts down first before anything happens here with the arms. I'm Owen, and I want you to start playing golf better than you imagined. If you enjoyed this video and you know it's going to help you, then please give it a like and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my future instruction or tips. Thank you for watching.